Hi, this is John, and welcome to another edition of Statistics Tell a Story. I have four games this week. One of them, like a little better than the others. I'll get to that last. Uh, One game I like is Chicago plus 6.5. They're hosting the Lions. This spot seems kind of strange to me. I would have expected it closer to 10, despite all of the Lions' injuries, particularly on defense. So when it comes out at 6.5, I'm always thinking contrarian. Surprisingly, my model, which incorporates injuries, at least as best I can, has Chicago's as only a small underdog. So I do like this game. It has a contrarian bent to it, as well as some model equity. One concern is just always betting against Dan Campbell. He's been a covering machine the last couple years with the Lions, and after a loss, who knows how they're going to react to that. But I still like Chicago plus 6.5. I think there's some equity in that. Like the New York Jets plus 3 against the Rams. The Rams have now played and won two emotionally draining games. They beat the Bills, where both teams scored 40 points, and then they beat San Francisco on Thursday night a week ago, actually 10 days ago. And anyway, the Jets, uh, better than they've shown. They have a 4-10 record, but and the Rams are 8-6. Rams are a decent team, certainly not great. They're very unimpressive at times. Um, they were. I think they beat the Bills kind of in a trap spot, and then in the rain, they caught the 49ers. Sometimes that makes those games a toss up where neither offense looked good. The Jets, in the meantime, they're still playing hard. Aaron Rodgers, 40 years old. I think he's still playing hard. They're still having fun. They've had some coaching mishaps. They've kept a lot of games close. And so I like the Jets plus 3 at home against the Rams. I like Seattle plus 3 against the Vikings. They're actually minus 115. The first two games, by the way, I forgot to mention, are minus 105. This is minus 115. The Vikings have won quite a few in a row. They've won some ugly games. Still a very good team, 12-2. I don't know that they're quite as good as their record. I think this is just a good letdown game in Seattle, who has a pretty good home field advantage. So I do like Seattle in this game. Game I like the most, the Washington Redskins getting 3.5 points, minus 110, hosting Philadelphia. The Eagles have now won 10 in a row. They are a very good team, but as I've said before, truism in betting just about anything is no team's ever as good as it looks, no team is ever as bad as it looks. Even though they do have a key game with the Redskins this week, they have the division all but clinched. And so I still think this is going to be a letdown spot. Redskins are a decent team. My model actually I have two models. One of them, I have it as a small underdog. The other, I have them as a small favorite. So getting 3.5 points and a letdown spot for the Eagles. I have to like this game. So I like Washington here getting 3.5 points. So again, to recap, Chicago getting 6.5 minus 10. The Jets getting I'm sorry, Chicago's minus 105. The Jets are minus 105, getting 3. Seattle's plus 3, laying 115. And Washington laying 110, getting 3.5. Looks like all of them, three of them are small dogs. Another one is a dog, namely Chicago. So we'll see what happens. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Statistics Tell a Story. Thank you.